We're about to make a ton of money through service accommodation. Can you explain a little bit what that is?
So, service accommodation is when you find a tired landlord fed up with tenants not paying their rent on time and not looking after the property, and then we come in there with our business plan.
Oh, all right, so we come in there and we're going to fix all their problems. They've had bad tenants before. What are things we can do to make landlord life better?
Guarantee their rent. Make sure they're paid every single month. Do small refurbishments to the property. Always goes down a treat. A little bit of paint, maybe a few nice interior design bits and bobs. Keep it clean. And we'll put it on short-term stays with our contracted workers and hopefully make a profit.
All right, I'm getting the idea. I'm thinking, first of all, this might cost a lot of money. And second of all, what are the profits? Because it all comes down to what do you put in, what do you get out? So to start, what do you need?
You can, if you get the right deal, you can start from as little as £1,000.
£1,000?
A grand. So if you can negotiate with an estate agent or a landlord, probably a landlord to get it that cheap, you can negotiate no deposit, you can negotiate a rent period, and you can negotiate how much you actually pay for the rent. So if you can negotiate a no deposit and you can negotiate a grace period, you might be able to make money off that property without actually investing anything. And then obviously it scales up from there.
Yeah. So when it comes to actually being able to get these extra benefits of no deposit and grace-free periods, we'll be covering that in another video. But what kind of profit are we going to be expecting to get from, let's say you take a property on from a landlord, the rent's £1,000. What am I expecting in profits?
Well, you've always got to take into consideration bills, utilities, TV licence, if applicable, council tax, cleaning fees and stuff like that. They're all things that cost money at the end of the day. But a good serviced accommodation property can easily make £800 to £2,000 a month if it's structured and built correctly, yeah.
And that's profit.
Crazy.
If you make 800 and you're paying £1,000, you're losing money. But profit 800, I mean, that's a part-time job you're covering. Like, if you start off in any job, you know, and it's part-time, you're probably only getting paid 800 quid, and you'll be getting that every single month. And how much time do you have to spend on the property? Like, I acquired this. How many hours a week am I putting in?
Anyone that says it's passive is lying, because it's not passive. There is a small amount of admin work sometimes needed, but the best thing about it is getting it systemised. You're going to have to put a little bit of time in, but I'd much rather sit somewhere nice on the beach or out with my friends having dinner and stuff and do a little bit of admin than having to work a full-time 9-to-5 job. Yeah. I would probably allow 2 hours a week. That's probably
2 hours a week for £800
Yeah.
profit a month. That's mad.
And remember, it's scalable as well. Yeah. So let's just say you start off with £3,000. You get your first property, you do all the furnishings, you get it running as a serviced accommodation property, you start making money. Hopefully by the end of the month you've made £1,000. So you start building and compounding that money. After a couple of months, you can then take on another property. Then you're compounding that money twice as fast. And then when you get to the 4, 5, 6 properties, the finances really do explode, and then you can sort of go into different investments whilst creating a passive income through renting out service accommodation.
And to clear things up with how we're getting more money than we're spending, we are giving our guests contracts that are on a short-term basis. So we'll be able to charge hotel rates, but pay normal rent fees.
For home experiences as well, you can't forget that.
Yeah, that's it. And we'll go into the benefits for the customers and the landlords in another video. But yeah, you're not just paying for a hotel room, you're giving someone an apartment, all these extra amenities for not that much more.
Some people travel halfway across the world to come and stay with us, and when they arrive, all they've got to do is boil the kettle, pull a cup out, take out some long life milk from the fridge, and they can sit and have a nice brew after sometimes a long flight or a long car journey to the property.
Yeah. So that's a fantastic business and a great idea to get into property. If If you're interested in learning all the ins and outs of this business, then make sure you subscribe, because we're going to have a bunch of videos explaining every part of the process so you're able to do it yourself.